You guys didn't get a gun, by the way?
I know, I didn't get a gun until all the way bottom entrance.
Yeah, we didn't get a gun.
There was one gun bottom
entrance. It's a monument zone.
You always get rattled on.
I'm looking. I don't see them on the left. Someone just flew in front of us.
Here, right past the rock a little bit. One's on the wall. I'm in a bad spot. I gotta back up a little bit.
Touch 135 on the wall.
I down one, I down one. Nice. Place up. I'm safe.
They're gonna raise with Newcastle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wall on the right. I'm gonna wall to the right.
Yeah.
I'm walking up right.
Yeah. I'm arcing the wall, Jordan.
55. I know the back. I'm going back. I'm running away.
Up next, once he gets down to that side of it, Realize and Aurora, they're actually coexisting. Aurora just to the north of Realize's spot here. Does he get a good spot? You can see.
Jordan, next time, just fuse out the fucking rock when I tell you where they're at. Why would you fuse out past them?
Yeah, I tried to like make it so the fire would land on the side of the rock.
Yeah, he literally flew
instead of
past
blocking
them,
us. You can beam that. They're getting shot already. 30. They're gonna go inside the cart. They're gonna go inside the cart. Get ready to beam that.
I think we just run across the bottom and climb up, maybe.
I
What do
like
you
the
think?
feel of that spot.
Or like queue up, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, we could do that. We could try that.
I stunned two.
Yeah.
I got hit by that.
I didn't get hit. They're backed up. They're far backed up.
They're nading. We got.
I'm gonna smoke it. They're trying to walk up, I think. Yeah, they're walking up. Nading.
All this for him. I can't pull it out.
You guys can win this. He's in the ult. He's in the ult right here.
I'm dropping on this guy. I should have.
1v1.
I just can't see.
Place up. They have the whole zone, guys. They're jumping on you. Swing left. Fight them. Fight this.
Head cracked. Almost.
Play off. Just play life. Let's go! He's in the knockdown, let's go!
Come on.
I'm straight knockdown.
I'm doing it.
Let's go, boys! Let's fucking go,
baby. Good.
Confidence going into the rest of it, you can kind of loosen up a bit, right? Like, you know, we talk about needing, say, roughly 33 points in each series to get yourself going forward. And if they've done most of that in game one, you can really just loosen up a bit and have some fun with the rest of the series. Takes a lot of the pressure off for you. So here we're having a look at that final end game here for Disguise. They do get the reset. Luckily, they've got this nice little cliff there to play from, where they're really just they're separated from the rest of the teams.
Cleaned up the last member of Moist before having the opportunity to close in on the fight that was happening right in front of them, and it was just a cleanup. It was the timing, too, for them to get the remaining members here in this game. Let's also not ignore the fact that when they were previously playing in Group A and B, I believe they had finished in 14th, and something that came to mind as we currently see.
West in APAC South in Split 1, they said, but we're actually not that mad about it. Right. So as we saw with some of our earlier contests, high ground isn't necessarily everything, but a PK off drop is pretty good. And
to be honest with you, we can go check landslide, and if it's like taken or whatever, then we might just go count like far what. There's someone shooting. Count their landslide.
That tunnel's open.
They're evacing behind that mountain east.
Yeah.
Are you sticking with it? Are you a believer? Are you like, oh yeah, I'm definitely picking up the disruptor rounds, or are you just like, no, let's play it safe. We take the R3 or the R9.
I'll take it until I start rotating. If I've already passed 2 POIs and I don't see a disruptor, if I find an R301,
okay.
or
2
it's
POIs,
for,
that's the rule.
Yeah, it's a 2 POI rule for me. Some people will just give it the one and done, but fuse.
Yeah, because Vantage having 3 guns with the with the sniper rifle isn't enough. We need 4.
The fuse in the tunnel is fucking annoying.
That team's getting a prowler.
I'm watching our back, Jordan. You can go back.
They might have hit Beacon, the team that was on at the truck.
Is there still a team in the other tunnel east?
I don't see them.
So.
I haven't seen them.
So.
I'm gonna try to go high, okay?
Yeah, go high. I'm focusing the bank. underneath you.
70 on one. Up in a mech kit.
They might take.
We're getting focused. We can't kill them right now.
Grenade.
I queued that cart. I can't see shit though.
There's 2 bangs on the west side. What's your meds, Evan?
I'm gonna be 0-1 after I heal.
7-1, bro. I have a Phoenix for you. Just use this.
Okay, okay. I'm on the Phoenix.
That rock.
Shoot the bang, he's back!
Reloading, I'm reloading. I'm 6-1, I'm 6-1.
2 cells.
We got a third, listen, we have to put the third fight in the west fight, okay?
Okay. Right here, right here. On the truck, on the truck.
I got bird thermited.
They might peek this.
They're bringing me.
us.
Yep.
I got it.
They might push.
ID's my only bad.
How do they
3-1.
still have nades? I'm 3-2.
They just all moved under us. They
Yeah,
moved under us.
that's not good.
Nades anywhere? On me.
Safe. Outside the truck. Knocked one, I knocked one.
Nice.
I have no more nades.
They died, I think.
Still under
right now. 70 right here. 70
Walking out,
inside.
look at the right, look at the right.
Yeah,
Wide open.
Enemy.
Shoot that goal.
Shoot one!
I don't see him. I
I'm gonna throw him at him. I thermited him. Run
He
in.
got a bad off. 30 on him, 30 on him. Third, before he
Dead.
falls.
Dead. Somebody got dead. Triple dead.
Okay, we should eat. One guy.
One dead.
Going to get mirrored.
Yep.
No, we're not. Grab the prowler.
We're prowling.
Grab the prowler, grab the prowler.
We're just behind. They're playing the truck still.
Get G on the box.
It's a go R9 on this guy.
I got it. Close. 70.
I'm grenading.
In the smoke, right there, right on you, Al, in the smoke.
Okay.
Cracked it right here. I cracked one.
There's nobody on the right. They're all killing each other.
I'm peeking this.
Take space on the right side here.
I stuck one. Look at me.
He's dead.
Watch out there. Dead. Someone's crossing the open.
I'm healing. I'm one shot. I'm really one shot. I have no big meds.
I need help.
Looking. One off.
I need a battery. I have no shield, bro.
I have no light.
I have Zeo shields.
Okay.
I have no ammo.
They're fighting right side. Can we third party
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I
Third
someone.
party right. Third party right, guys. Third party right. They're fighting right.
Looking.
I have no shields at all. I need to push.
Swing out to the right.
Yeah, wait for me, anyone? No.
Knock one. Horizon weak.
Last team.
I'm looking to the left.
I have the bat.
I'm bird in. Tune up. Crack Horizon weak.
Cracked the attack. 94, I got it.
Swing the right.
Am I Q?
Got that.
Last guy.
Nice. Good stuff, baby.
I have no ammo, bro. The whole time.
Good shit.
Who the puts it on auto power?
You need to. No, it's on default, I think.
What?
Is it? Oh, I don't know actually how that works.
Elasticity of the team, 2 different ways there, whatever the situation requires.
The 2 games that they won in groups A and D, or rather A and B, was very similar to this. That's exactly how they were able to win Game 4 on Stormpoint and Game 3 on World's Edge, playing in these split positions that you make mention of. Taking a look at a replay from that final circle, reps having the R9 and G7, this entire team was starving on light ammo. And Hal was beaming with the R9 from the time that we saw him rotating from landslide KCP get eliminated, but it's fine. That 30-30 was in good hands here. Even when the squad took to the height with that gravity lift, he was able to not just ignore who's on the height. He had faith in Verhulst right there.
Sorry, but the
lift
you're
himself.
coming with me gravity lift, like, I love that play. Surely Hal running light on the light ammo there has to be on one of those Reddit bingo cards as well, but oh look, TSM are taking they play, and you're like, okay, TSM 100%, that point, you can
In that 4th place spot.
low height with the horizon, gravity lifts, play it back there, but walked out on top.
They did, especially if it pulled a little bit more so towards the bins, but go next. Get beamed. Hammer drill. Finding slap. Bambino trying to create some space.
Catwall? No.
I don't think there's anyone here. I saw the guy from this building.
All right,
running
let's go.
here.
Let's go. Can we get a set smoke there?
Yeah.
I'm pre-aiming it in case. I'm
Wait, is
ripping
that
off
him
this still.
shooting in here? Wait, hold on. We might be glazing.
It might be split.
No, doors open. Doors open.
I only saw 2 earlier.
I'm gonna walk on
No,
scan.
it's Cat Bang. Cat Bang. Just helps no. They're trying to evac.
Under tracks is free if we wall past the jail cell team.
Yo, remove this door on the garage and put a cat cube right here. Peeking! Go on here, on here!
I'm needing it. Running back.
Bro, we need to peek and kill these guys underneath. We need to just commit here and just fight these guys underneath. They're all batting. All batting, fighting this. Can't see anything. Bang crack. Plus one. Bang is cracked. Cow right here. If you res me, I have wall. You need to get him up. You need to drop me an armor. It's already on the go. Already on the go. Please give me a digi game. Okay?
Looking in front of us.
We're fine here. We walk in late on this fucking rap when we play the rock on.
I can Bangle in front of us. This team.
Yeah.
Bangle thing.
We need to kill the team on the height right here if possible. They're in shambles right there.
We can maybe Q here.
Yeah. Agree. I'm throwing you Q after my mech. Q. I'm gonna play low ground solo. There's another Q there. Fight it. Don't fight it. They're getting shot at. Play it.
I'm holding knock.
Alright. Bang one. Another one on height. Okay, that was not play. God damn it!
Yeah, Waltzy needs to get the armor swap. Will he get it all? Actually, he's going for the bat instead, but the gravity lift comes up. Have they reset in time? Do they have enough left in the tank? Moist, it's all up to Waltzy. A couple of bullets left. He pulls out the repeater, but it's not enough.
As well have all been guns blazing in general, I would say.
Yeah.
This right here though, underneath, the zone is pulling towards them on the underneath side bridge on the east side of Frag East or No Name Village. They're able to just clean up fight after fight, taking isolated fights and just... They're so good at fighting together. As a team, when you're a death ball and you can trust your guy when you're saying, I'm swinging left, I'm swinging right, and somebody follows up, you feel unstoppable. And they're just showcasing that so perfectly.
Is that something that APAC maybe brings a little bit more to the table, unity in how they like to fight, how they move?
Yes, so the biggest thing that people haven't really realized yet since Seer came out of the meta a little bit, Apex is gods of mechanics. I would say all players, rollers, mouse and keyboards. Now that they get to showcase this, just raw fighting prowess, they've been all over them. Like they're going so hard on everyone.
Zephyr, clearly it's working. It worked here in this final circle. Still a very competitive overall. You know, it's interesting, D, I know you like to talk about South America. We were just talking a little bit of your...
Then maybe that is going to be...
They're trying to finish off this kill. Might have an opportunity to just pop a couple of cells, but Onyx looking to take that fight. Peacekeeper in the hands here of Raki, and we know that in a contest, if you can find a PK, then usually you can get huge entry damage. Finding those weapon drops obviously so important when you are...
Grabbing your meds, so you just drop checkpoint.
They don't have a beacon.
You go for under like spider area.
I think we could take the cannon and go through the freaking tunnel. Be ready.
Yeah. They're peeking the wall.
I'm one shot.
Smoking that.
We're safe on me. Barely.
They're peeking the wall. We gotta go to there, like I'm queuing up. Bangle.
Walking up.
I'm pushing to the vents. Play the vents. Behind you. I got a bat.
I'm gonna sell.
We gotta stand on the side right here.
Yep.
Let's displace here.
Wait, what? Bro. Another team right there. We got the air in two directions. I just can't do anything. Like.
Holy shit.
To potentially win this game, Blackhand know they've lost their roof as well, so now for them to leave this building is extremely tough. They do have the ultimate available from Bangalore though. Can they force Sentinels off of the height with that ult?
And there's still one remaining player of Optic. Now there's no remaining player of Optic. 2 teams remain, Blackhand versus Sentinels. High ground versus low ground. It's a tale as old as time. Some people prefer having the high ground. Some people prefer being able to scuttle out. It really depends on your utility, as you mentioned. Dark Veil is available for Blackhand to use here, and plenty of smokes.
Sentinels control. There is that Bangalore ult I was talking about, but it's not going to cover enough ground, but maybe that Dark Veil is going to allow them to escape here, Blackhand. They might be able to just peek out that door and get out, but look at Sentinels. They're in a perfect position up on that height, and they control the door as well. A great play from RKN on cap.
Not sure Blackhand moves quick enough there. They had a moment of opportunity where they could have dashed out, but they did not take it, and now they are still stuck in this building. Sure, Dark Veil's there, but there's absolute coverage from up above. This is not looking good for Blackhand as they now burst out.
I have to send it, have to leave. Strafing Flame is going to stay alive here, and somehow they've escaped for now. All of a sudden, though, the black hole comes in, and that is a problem. They are trapped, and Sentinels just have to clean up what they started to finish this game. Sentinels will be your champions.
20 once the groups are done.
Well, here is that final circle for everybody to watch once again. The move from Sentinels, just remember, they were down on the waterfall as this final zone started to break and started to really push the teams together. They took only a few seconds to get back up to height, and it was the perfect time for them to do it. Sentinels, this is the the catwalk going down that you talked about, Dan. That was their moment to try and get out. They weren't able to do it though, and then this moment here, RKN controls the door, piercing spikes. Good luck getting out of that one.
Yeah, I have to ask the question of Blackhand. I mean, the Bangalore coming out, still batting. I just feel like it was a missed opportunity and a real missed window. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a little bit amount of a damage or a nade hit that had them hesitate, but they did not take their moment when it was presented to them. And then as soon as they had to fight upward here against Sentinels on the high ground, it was almost an unwinnable fight with Sentinels making sure they hit their shots. Blackhand still did very well with the amount of damage they output, but was not enough to take down Sentinels. Something that did happen off screen was Moist tried to take Blackhand's position, and Blackhand won that fight really like that, and it blows this group wide open.
Cheeky little angle though. Stal with the RE45, good damage coming in from him as well, but almost unpushable, this setup that you have indoors as well.
On me! 70 on horizon! 70 horizon! I'm gearing up. There's one on the left, to the left. 100, push left! Push left now! Walk it up. Bang dead! Nice. Right here! Right here! Got dead. Last guy! One! Right here! Ping! One!
Wait! Gotcha!
Gotta run, you gotta run.
Around them, but look at Fnatic. They have taken a position now on the north side of this zone. They're trying to just collapse on these last pieces that are left over.
Still a solid game for Moist though, being nice and consistent. Again, 6th place, but they are out. 4 squads remain. Sentinels get eliminated. Fnatic doing a great job from this eastern side, but they're the ones who have to move the furthest now. Pioneers, J-Lings, and Optic Gaming are all in this next circle. Fnatic the only ones who are not.
And you could say that all the teams who are involved in this last circle, they kind of need this, right? You're looking at the leaderboards, you're looking at where people are stacked up. Well, Optic Gaming in 9th at the moment. A win here for them. You can also see that Fnatic have been eliminated in the meantime, so Optic have a chance to get the res. They get the res, they're back to a 3. It's a 3v3, and J-Lings, well, they're about to swing onto Pioneers.
J-Lings make the move, and they get the first knock as well. Dallin Naski will back off, and this is the advantage of having Newcastle in his tag and back. Steal him in and get him back on his feet.
Optic take the high ground. Black Hole goes in as well. There's a couple of nades. There's going to be big damage, you would imagine, and Optic are going to send this. Not gets that knocked. A second comes in. Skill Cakes now having to play around the player who's remaining on that knockdown shield.
Pioneers just getting sandwiched at the moment, and maybe J-Lings can take advantage of Optic's aggression. Still though, 3 teams. Pioneers still just about alive as Optic are trying to get this final kill.
Staircase is looking very dangerous at the moment. Reinforcing is dropped. Pioneers still have one alive though. Playing behind that knockdown shield, it looks like he's not going to be alive for much longer. Big swing coming in from Optic Gaming to take down Pioneers, and now it's J-Lings versus Optic. The Rolling Thunder goes down to try and force them off that high ground.
Really intelligent from Optic though. They waited, they knew that final player was there, they got the reset first, but now
going to smoke them off from height. Catwall goes down as well, so they're able to escape to center zone right now, and this could be really big. J-Lings just down to a 2. Noises have fallen. So now it's a case of 2v3. Optic, you get the feeling they're going to be favourites. Skill Cakes is looking for the clips. And Optic Gaming close out the penultimate game of the day here. These leaderboards, Dan, are going to be so tight.
They're up to 3rd position in the overalls, and with a victory as well, suddenly they might be looking a little bit more than just top 3. But it's not like the regular season back in Pro League. It isn't about where you finish necessarily. It's about the cumulative points that you get throughout the group that you put towards the overalls to try and get into that winner's bracket.
This is the moment that Optic managed to escape without taking any damage. The smoke, I think, really important from dropped as well. Just denied the line of sight long enough for them to scarper away from the reticles of the 2 J-Lings players. I mean, J-Lings in that situation probably had to hope that they could knock one as they left. Skill Cakes takes to the sky. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see that.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect replay. I
We'll
thought we
pretend
were
it here.
setting up for the montage moment. Aggressively pushed by both squads, and they couldn't really do much about it.
Yeah, very, very tough situation to find themselves in.
Themselves in first position.
Ooh, how tight is that,
the
though?
overalls. It's
Well, it is time for us to get into game number 6, the final game of the day here.
turned this one around in their favor, but they've lost 2 already, and the Pioneers get their KP. All is reset. It's back to normal. It's like we never exited the first game.
Zane's a kind of chill dude, right? He's kind of like stoic. He's not going to get too excited, but I'm sure Nasky maybe had a few things to say. Actually, probably on reflection, good that we didn't take it, thinking about it.
That in console, whereas J-Lings did. So TSM might see J-Lings just walk on by or fly on by, depending on how quickly they're moving, and as the circle moves away from you. But it could just end a little bit further east than down beast. And I think that's what a couple of teams are trying to predict here, especially those who are arriving a little bit later.
Someone like back of DB is evac.
Breakers are not in, not much of DB's in. They're swerving back. I'm looking this way.
Back up, Jordan.
I am. Those smokes are
I
not.
cracked him.
Who are having a scrap here. Arcstar on the floor. Always going to be a problem, especially when it's joined by the Wombo combo, but I've got to be honest, MDY White navigate that pretty expertly.
This isn't going to be an isolated fight though, as Pioneers get eliminated. Oxygen Esports are looking in on Go Next versus MDY White. And even if you're able to take down the opposition here, you might be greeted by a third party. So if MDY White can get out, this is going to be huge for them, because they might not know the third party is going to be there.
No. Look for thirds. We're gonna go outside. Chill. Hey, Mango, you want this?
I'm staying by me. I want you guys. Come to me.
I'm coming here. Can we look at these guys on the left?
Yes.
I have Mango. That's not my Mango. I'm gonna queue up. Okay. We gotta play here.
Enemy here.
Play on me.
I got that. I'm smoking.
Can we look left?
I got a 5 Eddie.
Look at zone. I think we're fine, I think. We just play here. The door in the back is in the gas. It's in the gas here.
I'm gonna.
Perhaps we shift our...
I play on you or play where I'm at.
Look here.
You might swing gas.
Can you get a kill on the door?
Yeah, I did. I got queues on both doors. I have queues on both doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch her back. I'm watching her back. Left door. I'm smoking them. Break this. Play here. Play on me. Bring it the door. I smoked him off.
Did you bingo?
I have it.
I have 14 light.
Take my arc star. Bingo.
I'm doing it. Take my arc star.
I need light. I have 14 lights.
Drop to 80. Watch my back.
Coming down. Okay, I'm healing. I'm slow healing. I have no meds. They died on the other side.
They might peek over there. I don't know.
You gotta hold that.
I'm looking.
There's a guy here.
That's a full team. Jordan, don't beat me that.
It's a team. You have to hold that though. You can't.
Hold that, Evan. Hold that.
You have to hold that.
If they find the roof, they're gonna kill me.
David did me inside. I got a bat. We're all swinging it.
I just ran into an arc.
We can play our wall. Just play our wall.
I have no shields left.
We have to kill this team on the left. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Okay? Come to me.
We can go.
Watch your back. Play slow.
I'm watching left.
Okay, I'm playing on you, Evan.
They're in the corner here.
Yep. Peeking.
Does anyone have heavy? Heavy?
Alright, drop me 20.
Here.
Got it.
I have zero shield. I don't like completely.
You ready for building team?
Same.
Guys?
I have no shields.
The duo's right in front of
I
us.
dropped 2 cells.
The duo's right in front of us.
I'm hopping a
100%.
med kit.
The duo's right in front of us.
They're into the building.
It's still a duo.
Duo died.
We can do this.
Is the left side open?
I think there's a team on the left side, I think.
Can we go left? Swing left. It's open. I have no shields.
Left side bin.
I'm playing here. I have literally no shield at all.
Same.
I don't have shields. I have med kit.
I don't have Cal. Do you have Optic?
No. I have literally nothing, bro.
I'm trying to pop a med kit.
Watch left, Jordan. I'm just trying to
They
maintain
Cal on
health.
the right. Shoot the right.
Maintain health.
Yeah.
Look in the right. Break the... They're pushing left. I hit.
like 70 on him. I'm queuing out. I'm queuing out.
That's each other.
Where's my queue? Go to the ball. Go to the ball. My goal. I didn't get it. Taking your queue. Taking your queue. How'd you miss the pole, man?
I don't know. I missed it too. I don't know.
Optic will win it.
In general, teams already have their specific ending, has several areas that are playable essentially. It's inside the house, down this slope, and it's the other side on the right from this POV then. And you're essentially trying to expand your space this whole time. You want to push other teams, like the main goal of every team in this scenario is to push other teams into each other. You just want to avoid being like needing to engage first because you would get immediately 3P, right? That's why you see people are nading, they're trying to shoot, they're trying to shuffle, try to nade you out. And then at last case scenario, which I think happened to all three teams, they all horizon queue up in the air, and then at that point, it's a free-for-all. It just comes down to who lands where. Like most of them actually, almost 4 or 5 people went for the same lantern or goalpost on the map. You're gonna see it here in a little bit. And here it comes, the huge queue. These guys have the safest spot for the longest of time, so the other teams are required to fight because they all went up for the lamp up top. Can't stay up there to get shot by everyone. Optic just closes this out really quickly and efficiently, as you can see. All came from the same side, held hands, just sweeps everyone.
I do really like as well, as you talk about trying to force teams into each other, is started perfectly by Optic Gaming as they leave the building.
Potential, maybe didn't realize it at this moment, and the newly added Zane to all end up here. Our series results and our series winner. It looks like it will be Optic Gaming who go away with the #1 spot here in A versus D. TSM in Group A lead it all. NRG right behind them in second place. A strong performance from them, albeit maybe not a star-studded one here in these final games, but have done really well on the day. Optic Gaming with that win here. And again, a big shout out to our APAC squads. I mean, you look at Ironblood Gaming, Black Hand, Zephyr, these teams, and realize Dreamfire right there, really filling out the quality of this top 10 right in the middle.
And the crazy thing is this is kind of the recent end of that happening here. It was the start of our day that led these teams at the top of the pack. It's only been the last few games that we really start to see North America catch up as we kind of make our way down that list. A couple of our familiar faces, especially, as I like to point out, Team Singularity right there in 11th, the return of South America pushing that top 10.